And that will do it. It's going to be a 10th round TKO for Oscar Valdez.
I'm not going to be too hard on Oscar Valdez. It's early. I fell asleep last night again. I had a 6-day streak of midday naps to be preparing for last night, and my black ass fell asleep.
Well, Dre,
during the Kim Cavall fight or whatever. It's early.
Change your thinking.
Get you some highlights
on your
TstreeT Controversial, FightView360.com.
Well, listen, I'm not going to underestimate Oscar Valdez, a former champion, a warrior, a fighter who is, trying to evolve.
Maybe he just didn't want to get his.
He can have more longevity in the sport. He's still got a lot left in the
jaw
tank. He
broke
has the ability
anymore
to beat Miguel Berchelt. It just doesn't give you a vote of confidence with his last 2 fights when you see him thinking as much as he is thinking in the boxing ring. Berchelt is not going to allow him to think the way he wants to. He's got heavy hands. He's aggressive. It's personal. It's a battle for Mexico, and I'm just not sure right now what mental space Valdez is in and if he's ready for that.
Tim, your final thoughts on this outing from Valdez.
We're going to let them
tonight.
play before I talk and run my mouth.
And you know what? Hey, I'm happy he got the stoppage, because I just thought the performance itself was mediocre. I thought he could have done, a lot more early on. And this is the thing that I got to tell you young fighters out there, man. You got to start studying your opponents, okay? If he was to sit down and study this opponent, Velez, he would have found out a lot sooner that he didn't like it inside the kitchen. And he could have done this a lot sooner in this fight. But good stoppage, great knockout, and I'm looking forward to the Berchelt fight.
All right, so the way they talking is that the Berchelt fight is next, no bullshitting around. And based off of this performance, I can agree with him. I don't think that he beats Berchelt. It's crazy how that, even though it's a different division, former 126-pound WBO champion Oscar Valdez is now competing at 130. Shakur Stevenson had that belt, now competing at 130 after Valdez. Now, you have Dog Bay, who fought on this same card, competing at 126. It seems like that belt just keeps hitting top-ranked hands, basically. So anyway, what are they talking about?
Well, Miguel Berchelt, the WBC junior lightweight champion from
Miguel gonna steamroll him, I think.
In Mexico. These are two guys that they will see each other out and about. They'll do road work and bump into each other. They'll see each other at local restaurants. And it's been long planned now for the better part of this year that they would meet up in the ring. Obviously, COVID-19 had different plans. Both guys have fought now on this summer series. We had Berchelt in an easy go of it from Mexico City. We see Valdez tonight. And now the next stop is this Mexican mega fight. Berchelt, the WBC champ, 7-0 in world title fights. Valdez, who had the 6 title defenses at 126 pounds, has moved up to contend now. And they will fight for the WBC title, and it should be great action while it lasts. Here's Mark Chinook.
Damn, they're going. Well, we're going to have to talk after this. They're going right into it.
Ladies and
like I said, I fell asleep on the couch.
MGM Grand referee Tony Weeks.
By the time I woke up, SportsCenter was on.
At 2 minutes, 23 seconds of round number 10, declaring your winner by technical knockout, Oscar Valdez.
They should go to commercial break soon.
TKO for Oscar Valdez, 28-0 now, 22 knockouts. The final CompuBox numbers had him landing 138 total punches of 472 thrown, 102 power punches, 3 knockdowns scored. We want to thank our friends at CompuBox for their outstanding work in the past 2 months during this pandemic period of bringing you this summer series of 15 live fight cards since June 9th.
All right, commercial break.
Great job by CompuBox. We'll be back.
All right, that's commercial break. So we're going to wait for the post-fight interview. All right, so let's cut through some shit. This performance, I guess everybody expected more. We're not factoring, the different type training the fighters have to go through and, the quarantine and all that. Things are just different. But he just didn't look good tonight. That good. He got the win, but he didn't look like he can really put his foot down in the 130-pound division. Him and Jojo Diaz would be a good fight. I'm not, I'm just saying, Jojo Diaz, IBF 130-pound champion. supposed to be fighting Tevin Farmer next, or his mandatory. Like, he's got to either do either or, and it's a crazy situation right there. You got Jamel Herring. He got double COVID. You know, prayers to him and his family. I don't know how that happens, or that happened. I didn't keep up with the story, but he's supposed to be, his fight keep getting postponed against Jonathan Oquendo. Leo Santa Cruz is going to be fighting Tank Davis. Rene Alvarado, the WBA, they can kiss my ass. They're on my shit list. I don't like the WBA. They make me sick. And it's crazy because I could have been at their online virtual WBA convention, but I just was hanging out and just, you know, long story. I'll tell you the story one day. But anyway, waiting for Oscar Valdez. Damn, we're not going to get the Oscar Valdez interview. What they doing?
TKO to move to 28-0. He is with Bernardo.
All right, here we go.
Oscar, Jayson Velez had never been stopped. You got that. You dropped him in the 5th round and then also in the final round. More importantly, you talked to us about how hard you worked in the gym. Did it translate in your performance tonight?
Definitely. I feel, even though I feel a little rusty at first, I feel like all the time I was in shape to go. If I had to go to war, I was worthy. You know, I was capable of being like that. But I was well conditioned. I thank that to Eddie and for all the teammates in the gym, because we always work so hard in the gym.
Where are you in terms of your transition from being that warrior in the ring to being the type of fighter you want to be under Eddie Reynoso?
I mean, in boxing, you never stop learning. There's always something new to learn, and Eddie has a lot to offer. You know, he has a lot of experience. I do feel I'm improving in the gym. I still yet have to prove it inside the ring. You know, I rate myself a 7. You know, it wasn't all that great due to the long period of time I was resting. But I'm ready to go back in the gym, keep on working, because I want to come in my dream is to become a world champion, a WBC world titleist.
At 130, the champion is Miguel Berchelt, who has a 5.5-inch reach advantage against you. He cracks. How would you fare against Berchelt? Would this version of Oscar Valdez beat Berchelt?
I got a lot to learn yet. I got a lot to improve. Berchelt is a great warrior, great champion. I have nothing but respect for him. But I'm hungry. I'm hungry to be a world champion again. He has something that everybody wants, is the WBC world title, and that's my aim right now.
And that's the fight you want?
That's definitely the fight I want. That's what the fans want. I think everybody will enjoy when there's two Mexicans inside the ring. There's always going to be fireworks. So I'm definitely up for it. You know, I want to give the fans what they want, which is a good fight, and let the best man win.
Can't wait for that, Oscar. Joe, we send it back to you. We're done in the bubble for now.
What a great job you did, Bernardo. And I'll tell you, Oscar Valdez, what a joy he is to cover. He's humble, he's hungry, he wants to deliver to the fans, and he will deliver that fight with Miguel Berchelt. He says the main goal is the WBC championship. He'll get his chance against a terror in Berchelt. Mark Kriegel, you get the final word of this summer series.
It's on the bubble. The bubble has become part of the...
All right. Let's wrap this up. So, yeah, this is their last show until August the 22nd or so. You know, a lot of people have been shitting on the Top Rank shows, even myself. You know, well, actually, I haven't been shitting on anything because I haven't been covering them. I have been, you know, doing other shit. You know, but logistically, what they've been able to accomplish for boxing, they did what they were supposed to do. Like, they know all, like, all right, this is how we're going to have to do it in the future, and, you know, all that. Especially with all the fights that fell through. Boxing is not like UFC. You have so many different hands, you know, in the hat in regards to, you know, who gets paid what, that the UFC, with their pay scale, hasn't missed a beat without no crowd, and boxing has to step it up. So right now, today, in about, what? You know, 5 hours or so now, Showtime PBC are having a press conference or a virtual media, whatever, you know, that we're going to be streaming here live on the channel, where they're going to be, you know, boxing has to move forward. You know, fighters have to understand, like, and, you know, let's talk about it. Fighters are not the smartest motherfuckers. Like, they be on fighters are not as educated as they should be, let's just say. So a lot of them, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't understand, like, listen, you know, crowds may not come back for a long time, bro, and the money is not really there. We can make sure you get close to it, but, like, you got to understand, like, you want to sit out for a whole year, not make nothing, sit out for 2 years, not make nothing, you know. So it's slippery, because right now it gives also promoters on the other end, the bad end, to, like, try to lowball, because they missing out on money too. So it's just, you know, but at the end of the day, fighters have to be smart enough to understand the economics of shit, the logistics of when it comes to the testing and, the TV deals and all that. For example, over in Australia, Jeff Horn versus Tim Tszyu are putting on a fight in front of 16,000 fans in a 25,000-seat arena. It's crazy. But you might say, well, why can't we just put fights on over there? Because there's still travel bans going on all over the world. I would love to see them possibly do Valdez versus Berchelt versus Valdez in like Mexico, maybe in like a drive-in type thing. You think they can do that? I've been hearing some stuff and reading Twitter and everything that maybe they might do like drive-in type fights. Where you sit in your car. But what about all those exhaust fumes? You don't want to sit in your car where you can't have your AC on, right? That's why I don't want to go to a damn drive-in theater. They want you to turn your car off and shit in your car, and then they want you to have like your windows up or some crazy shit. I don't need to be cussing on early in the morning, but a little cranky, had to get up, fell asleep on the couch. So anyway, we already talked about the division. It looks like the Berchelt-Valdez fight is going to happen. When? It's hard to say with everything that's going on, but one thing is for sure is, these boxes can't be sitting out. Anyway, by the way, Timothy Bradley was really getting on Oscar Valdez. You're not Canelo and all kind of shit like that. But I've seen the same thing with Jared Swift Hurd. It's like where, you're adjusted to being with a new team trainer, and then with everything going on in the world, that's why I'm not being too hard on it. Yeah, he looked like trash tonight. Not trash, but you see what I'm saying. Not trash, but it was like, yo, you ain't look good tonight. You look like you're going to get beat the fuck up by Miguel Berchelt. But what I'm saying is I'm factoring in other shit. I'm like, and I'm not a fucking Valdez like fan or anything. I'm just like, just covering the fights. And I'm just thinking like, all right, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I still think no matter how good he looked tonight that he would still get beat up by Berchelt or last night. But I don't know. I'm rambling on. You get what I'm saying, right? Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.